Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go. White.
Defense. Let go, defense. Here we go.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
11.
Tighten up.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball. And that way, you often control the game.
Here we go.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Hey, alert.
Jump.
Hey, gun. Stay hot.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And an alley to run. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Check 15. He's checking.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
21.
From the gun, it's Drake. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Check back 11. Twist.
Hey, let go.
Check back 11.
65.
Get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Able to find Deon Cain, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down.
Here we go. 65.
On first down, Drake. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
2. 12, fellas, here we go.
Now Garoppolo. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here we go.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
21. Kill. 11. Hey, exit.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Shaquille Barrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, a give to Penny. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays, yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, the spark that often wins games.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Check the backer. Hey, switch gears. Bang.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Coleman on the draw. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Mike, set. UAT.
No chance.
Go Mike 50, Mike 50.
And we got to get to the ball, G. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Here we go, here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys who try to wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180.
Check back 11, check back 11.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180. Hey, gun. Twist. Lock.
On second down, here's Penny. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. That second down run a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Here we go. 180. Lock.
Running from the shotgun with Dre. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14.
Let's go.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there.
Here we go. 180. 11.
Now on first down, Drake again. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here we go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
You. Spawn.
12, fellas. Here we go.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, check back 11.
Go.
Tight down. There you go. Hey, check back 11. Check back 11.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And able to find Conley. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch the twist.
I got you.
They'll run with Drake. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not got much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver.
Here we go.
Penalty flag had to come out.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Check hot.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville, and a 1st down as well. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So that drive began at their own 3. They wind up getting 3 out of it.
And to me, the mentality to begin the drive, that was probably the key to everything. Let's just make sure we take care of the football, give ourselves some room, and maybe punt it away. Instead, it started at the 3, and it ended with 3 points.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Check 99. I got it. Watch 36.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Bryan Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's fielded at the 45, and he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. And the Lions adding more points to their total, extending that lead. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. On first down, it's Drake. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Garoppolo. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and it's 3rd and 5. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Now Rashad Penny. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. This is Josh Lambo. He hit from 57 a year ago. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. This is Josh Lambo. He hit from 57 a year ago. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
At the 27-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw. He's got him in. Complete. A big-time play there for the Texans. 54 yards. Well, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
19.
50. Mike 50. Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
From the 17, Watson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Hey, 59.
Mike 36. Mike 36. Bend it.
To throw is Watson. Throwing on 3rd and long. Gets this one to Hill. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
21. Back.
Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Rush in.
He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And down right around the 37. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Coleman, and tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard, stop short of the 35. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Mike 36. Squeeze.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
One set to the car. 19.
I got you. Check.
coming. Get him down, Hey, line up. Line him, go.
That's the what? Check.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 27-yard line.
That's it. 50, Mike, 50. Come on, boy.
On second and 11 now. Watson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Hey, Mike 50. Hey, check.
Hey, no touchdown, go.
To throw on third down, Watson. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Sheds off the tackle. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up first and goal inside the 10.
36. Check pass.
To the car.
31. Hatchet.
It'll be first and goal when we come back. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
Second and goal at the 13-yard line.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Check nine. Kill.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 3rd and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction.
Mike 54. I'm scared.
Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Cut.
Hey, alert.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. They complete it to Hill. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Let's go.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Here we go, here we go. Like 20! You
remember me? You remember me? Let's go!
13! 13! Yes!
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo caught here by Conley. And some room to roam now. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Let's rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try to find some targets in the open field downfield.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 2!
Check Michael Allen, check Michael Allen. Wild Bill.
Hey, gun.
Check Michael Allen, check Michael Allen.
11.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
I got you.
Motion. Hey, check Michael Allen,
Running, it's Drake. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hey, wahoo!
Check Michael.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least keep the ball.
And nothing but daylight ahead. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Tevin Coleman. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Texans push further out in front. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. At their own 35-yard line.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, gun.
Be ready.
Garoppolo looks to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Kane. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, Zoo.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And he hits Drake. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Garoppolo, 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
61, matchbox lights. I got this.
Hey, check back.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. He's got the hook up with Conley. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Check Michael Allen.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And that will be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Josh Lambo on for the field goal.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No game on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Kill. 19-4.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. He'll have a first down past the 40. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Jaguars' 20-yard line.
On set. 19. Alert. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Tighten up.
They go to Johnson again. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Houston, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what?